You versus you, the only battle that matters. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something, there's only one person standing between where you are and where you want to be. It's not your boss. It's not your past. It's not the world. It's you. Every single day, you wake up and face the same opponent in the mirror. And the question is, are you ready to fight? See, life is not about proving yourself to others. It's about proving yourself to yourself. It's about looking at that version of you from yesterday and saying, I'm coming for you. I'm going to be stronger, sharper, and better than you were. Because if you're not growing, if you're not pushing, if you're not evolving, you're losing. Discipline beats talent when talent refuses to work. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you don't put in the work, if you don't show up for yourself, then you're letting you down. And there is no worse feeling than knowing you could have been more, but you settled for less. Now, let me ask you something, who do you want to be? The person who talks about change? Or the person who becomes it? The person who makes excuses? Or the one who makes progress? Because in the end, it's not about them. It's not about the doubters, the haters, the critics. It's about you versus you. That's the only fight that matters. And if you fight for the best version of yourself every day, I promise you, you will win. People spend too much time looking around, comparing themselves to others, worrying about what someone else has, what someone else is doing. But the truth is, none of that matters. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. It's easy to blame circumstances, to point fingers, to say, if only I had their resources, their luck, their connections. But that's not the real battle. The real battle is inside. It's the voice in your head that tells you to hit snooze instead of getting up and chasing your goals. It's the doubt that creeps in when things get tough. It's the fear that whispers, maybe you're not good enough. That's your true opponent, and the only way to win. Face that version of yourself and refuse to let it hold you back. Push past your limits, even when it's uncomfortable. Challenge yourself, even when no one's watching. Set your own standards, and then raise them. Because the moment you stop competing with the world and start competing with yourself, that's when real growth begins. Talent is a gift, but discipline is a choice. You can be the most talented person in the room, but if you don't put in the work, if you don't grind when no one is watching, then what does it matter? How many people out there have potential but never reach it because they refuse to do what's necessary? Discipline is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's saying no to distractions, to excuses, to shortcuts, because you know that real success is built in the moments when nobody is watching. You can't wait for motivation because motivation comes and goes. Discipline. That's what stays. That's what separates the ones who talk about success from the ones who go out and take it. It's not about how you feel, it's about what you do. Every single day, you don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your discipline. And if you're not willing to push yourself, to demand more from yourself, then understand this, nobody else will do it for you. Too many people live their lives trying to impress the world, chasing applause, waiting for someone else to tell them they're good enough. But let me tell you something, you don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. Because at the end of the day, the only person you need to prove anything to is you. Nobody else knows the work you've put in. Nobody else knows the sacrifices, the late nights, the early mornings, the pain, the struggle. And they don't need to. Because real success, it's not about the likes, the claps, or the recognition. It's about looking in the mirror and knowing, I did that. I made it happen. You don't chase success to show off. You chase it because you know you were made for more. You push harder, not so others can see, but because you refuse to settle. Every day, you wake up with one mission, to be better than you were yesterday. That's it. Not to impress them, not to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right. You ever notice how people always have a reason for why they can't do something? I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow. Excuses pile up like bricks, and before you know it, you've built a wall between yourself and your goals. But here's the truth, you either make progress, or you make excuses. You can't do both. Every day, you have a choice. You can take a step forward, or you can stand still. You can put in the work, or you can sit back and watch someone else do it. And the crazy part, the time will pass either way. A year from now, you'll either be proud of the progress you made or stuck in the same place, wondering why nothing changed. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna keep telling yourself the same old story? Or are you gonna get up, show up, and make it happen? Because success doesn't wait. It doesn't care about excuses. It rewards those who refuse to stand still, those who grind even when they don't feel like it, those who choose action over comfort, over fear, over doubt. It's simple. Do the work, or stay the same. Winning isn't one big moment. It's not one big speech, one big game, one big break. No, winning is a daily battle. It's a war you fight every morning when that alarm goes off, when your body says, stay in bed, but your purpose says, get up. It's in the decisions you make when nobody's watching. Do you push harder, or do you settle? Do you stay focused, or do you let distractions pull you away? Some people think success is luck, like it just happens to certain people. But those who win, they know better. They know winning is earned. Every single day, brick by brick, representative by rep, hour by hour. It's in the sacrifices, the discipline, the consistency. It's not about being the best one time. It's about showing up, grinding, and proving yourself over and over again. And here's the thing, some days, you won't feel like it. Some days, you'll be tired. Some days, you'll want to quit. But those are the days that separate the winners from the rest. Because anyone can work hard when they feel good. Champions do it when they don't. So what are you willing to fight for? Because life will test you. Every day, it will ask, how bad do you want it? And your answer isn't in your words. It's in your actions. Now listen, everything I just said. It means nothing if you don't act on it. You versus you. That's the only battle that matters. And every single day, you have a choice, make excuses or make progress. Stay the same or level up. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's gonna hand you success. It's on you. So wake up, lock in, do the work. And when you feel like quitting, when the doubt creeps in, remember this, the only way you lose is if you stop fighting. Now, if this hit you, if you're ready to step up, if you're ready to win that battle every single day, hit that subscribe button. Because this is just the beginning.